Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about what is reflective code and what is sequential code and what are alphanumeric codes and what is error detection and correction and what is binary storage and registers and what is binary logic. Coming to the reflective code, it is also called as self-complementing code, and while writing the numbers here you can see in the picture decimal numbers, you have to convert it into the binary numbers by using 2421 code. How to convert it into 2421 code? Binary equivalent for decimal number 0 is all zeros. For 1, you put the weight of 1 under 1, right? So 0001. Suppose you want to write for binary equivalent of 2 by using 2421 code. Start from the MSB. Here you can find the 2. Under 2 you keep the 1. Then remaining all zeros. When you add this you will get 2. For 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. So under 2, under 1 you put the 1s and remaining can be represented by zeros. Similar way for 9 you can represent as 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 2 is 7, 8 and 9. So all ones can be represented as 9 by using 2421 code. When you see this is a reflective code which is also called as self-complement code. That is, for 0, complement is nothing but interchanging the zeros to ones and ones to zeros. So when you complement for the value 0, you will get all ones. That is, complement is 9. Right? For 9, the complement is 0. For 8, the equivalent value is 1110. Complement of this one is which is equivalent to the binary equivalent of 1. Like this, you will get the reflective code. And sequential codes are codes in which two subsequent numbers differ by only one digit, as we have seen in the gray code similar way. And alphanumeric codes, also called as the character codes, which are used to represent alphanumeric data. To represent the alphanumeric data, we use the types ASCII code and EBCDIC code and Holdridge codes. Coming to the error detection and error correction, before coming to that, we have to know what is an error. Error is nothing but while transmitting the data from one computer to another computer. So whatever you type the data, whatever you give the data into the computer, that can be transmitted into the binary form, that is zeros and ones. So while transmitting the data from one computer to another computer, due to noise, the data may be corrupted. That is nothing but corrupted means the interchange of values. That is, 1 may change to 0 and 0 may change to 1. Due to that, the information may be corrupted. So the computer too will get the wrong information. Right? That is nothing but error. So we can get back to the original data first by detecting the errors and following the or correcting those errors. Can be done by using two methods, that is error detection code and error correction codes. Error detection code is nothing but it is used to detect the errors that are present in the bit stream. These codes contain some bits which are appended to the original bit stream. These codes detect the errors if there are any errors occurred during transmission of the original data bit stream. Example for error detection codes are parity code and Hamming code. Coming to the error correction codes, these are the codes used to correct the errors present in the received data bit stream, and it is used to get back the original data. Error correction codes also use the similar strategy of error correction codes. Example for error correction codes are Hamming code. Therefore, to detect and correct the errors, additional bits are applied to the data bits at the time of transmission. Next, parity bit and error detection codes. Parity bit is nothing but along with the data, whatever you want to transmit, we will add an extra bit to the data. That is called as parity bit. That is, first, binary data are typically transmitted between the computers. Because of noise, obviously corrupted data will change the value. To detect the errors, we are adding an extra bits to the each data value. That is the parity bit is used to make the number of ones odd or even. Here there are two types of parity bits are there, even parity and odd parity. Even parity is nothing but number of ones in the transmitted data is even. Odd parity is nothing but number of ones in the transmitted data is odd. Suppose here A, that is ASCII character, is this one, and for T ASCII character is this one. When you want to transmit with even parity, first check for the even number of ones or odd number of ones. Here there are even number of ones, so parity bit will be 0. If you want to transmit with the odd parity bit, so here you have to make the odd number of ones. So to make the odd number of ones, add an extra bit, that is 1, to make the odd number of ones. Similar way, in another example, here there are, in the original data we have 3 even number of ones. With even parity, to make the even parity, the parity bit should be 1, so that the total number of ones will be 4, that is even parity. To make the odd parity, we will make the parity bit as 0, because already the original data contains the odd number of ones. Next, binary storage and register. A binary cell is a device which is capable of storing the 1 bit of information. Register is nothing but group of binary cells where it stores the 1 bit of information. That a register with n cells can store any discrete quantity of information containing n bits. Register transfer is nothing but it is a transfer of information stored in one register to another register. This is the register transfer. Here you can see the input unit, that is keyboard. You are typing the name, that is John. So for each letter it will be converted into the binary equivalent value. That can be stored in the cells. So here you are typing the 4 alphabets. So here there will be the 4 cells. Individually it stores the bits. So where these cells will be contained in the register. And in memory register, these all bits will be combined and stored in the memory register. That is the register transfer. Transferring the information from one register to another register is nothing but the register transfer. Similar way, here another one, same operand 1 and operand 2, you are adding by using the digital logic circuit for binary addition. Adder you are using here for adding the operand 1 and operand 2, and the result will be stored and transferred to the again to the memory unit. What is a binary logic? Binary logic consists of the binary variables and also logical operations. So the variables will be represented by using the alphabets A, B, C or X, Y, Z respectively, and with each variable having the two distinct values. That is, as this is a binary logic, we have to use only these two values, that is zeros and ones, and the basic logical operations we can perform on these binary variables are and, or and not. In detail we will study in later videos. Thank you.